Start making some plans, it's going to help you, and I'm going to tell you why. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today I'm talking about why you should be making plans. What plans am I talking about? I am of course talking about plans with regards to lucid dreaming. So I see this a lot and I'm guilty of it myself. I've done this so many times. I will set out to get lucid, I will get lucid, and I will get into a lucid dream, and I'll just be there and I will have no idea what I'm supposed to do, and I'll just go off and do something completely meaningless, completely pointless. I will not learn anything new, I will not make any progress, or my lucid dream will just end prematurely because I didn't have any idea of what I was supposed to be doing. I've had it in other areas too, like for example when I was experimenting with using sleep paralysis, I would find that I would get myself into sleep paralysis, but I didn't make any plans on what I was going to do once I got there, and so I would just break out of sleep paralysis and it would be wasted. I'm sure you've probably been there. You've probably got lucid at some point and the dream has just ended right away, or it's ended before you could do anything. And one of the big reasons for this happening to a lot of people, especially when it happened to me, was because I didn't make any plans, or because you didn't make any plans. You need to know what you're going to do when you get lucid before it happens. You don't plan what you're going to do when you get into a lucid dream. A lot of people have this, vision of a lucid dream being just like this alternate world that they step into, just perfectly intact. You step into it, you take your normal, everyday, conscious, awake body and you go to this other world. It is not like that. You are asleep. You're in a reduced state of consciousness. It doesn't matter how high your level of lucidity is, you're still less aware, less conscious than you are when you're awake. You might be relatively conscious, relatively aware, but never as aware as when you're awake. And so things like planning, things like thinking how you're going to solve a particular problem should be done when you're awake, not really when you're in the dream. Because when you're in the dream, not all of your mental faculties are always there, and so you might not actually be able to figure out how to solve the problem. And you might spend too long thinking about it and find that you snap out of the dream and you're wide awake. So do some planning. Take some time tonight to actually write down what you plan to do in your next lucid dream. Now what I suggest to you is you decide what to do based on your level of experience. Have you had a lucid dream before? If the answer is no, then your first thing should just be get lucid and just explore the dream. If you get lucid for the first time, my suggestion to you is just have a look around, touch things, taste things, engage your senses. See what it's like being in a lucid dream. That is the only thing that you should set as your goal. Don't get too extravagant your first time, just play around with it. See what happens. Now, if you've had a few lucid dreams and you have a particular problem, a particular weakness you've identified, maybe it is the fact that your dreams end too quickly, then make a plan. What are you going to do if you find the dream ending? Use some stability techniques, rub your hands together, touch a wall, touch objects in the dream, taste something, drink some water, carry some water around with you and keep taking sips. Find something that you can do to stabilise the dream and make a plan that you're going to do specifically that thing when you find a dream destabilising. Maybe your problem is dream recall, so you can remind yourself that as soon as you wake up from your lucid dream, you will go to your dream journal and write it down. Maybe you're at a more advanced level and you're having relatively decent length lucid dreams most of the time, you have decent levels of control, but you want to try something new, you want to develop a new ability. Let's say you want to learn how to expand things. You want to turn a little hill into a mountain. You want to turn a little tree into this massive tree that, reaches up into the stars. Or you want to make a person into a giant. You want to make this, tiny little model building into an actual skyscraper. If you want to do something like that, plan it out beforehand. What techniques are you going to use? Are you just going to imagine this building, getting bigger? Are you going to point at it and move your fingers, as you imagine the building getting bigger, as if stretching it out with your fingers? Are you going to ask the dream to make the building bigger, or ask a dream character to do it for you? Are you going to look away and look back expecting it to be bigger? Come up with a plan for what you're going to try out, and also come up with a plan for what you're going to try out if your original idea doesn't work, because a lot of the time that's what happens. You try something out, it doesn't work. It's not the end of the world, you can try something else, but make sure that you know what you're going to try if your idea doesn't work beforehand, so that you're not there just staring, kind of dumbfounded at the object that you're trying to interact with, not knowing what to do next. You know, if you're there and you're trying to learn how to fly and your only plan was jump up in the air and hope you start flying, and you do that and it doesn't work, then you're just going to stand there, you know, looking like an idiot, not knowing what to do because you didn't make any plans. So make some plans, it will really help. And if you do want some extra help as well with lucid dreaming, I have a course specifically for you guys who need a bit of extra help. You know, maybe you're struggling to get lucid for the first time, or maybe you've got lucid but you're struggling with dream control or stability. Well, I've put together this course called Advanced Lucidity, designed to get you from the very, very basics, the very, very beginner stages before you even had a lucid dream, all the way to being advanced enough to do all the things that you want to do in a lucid dream. Now, the course holds your hand and it takes you step by step through the process, and if you'd like to learn more about it, you can check out the link up there, or check it out in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to subscribe. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon page, and if you want to keep watching, pick one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I will see you soon. Take care.